I'm Erin
I'm Carson, and in 2013 we got married.
and started attending River Valley 2 weeks later.
And when it came to generosity, we were all on board with generosity. Where we came to a difference was in tithing.
We started really seeing the heart of our church, which is generosity, and I had a heart shift of we're tithing out of obedience and we're giving because we want to. Once we gave that over to God, it just grew, and the blessings that have come from it have just been amazing.
2019 was definitely a shift for us. We had heard about Plan, Vision, Dream for a while, and we said, that's awesome, and then we never did it.
We gave an amount that felt like we were blessing people, but not something that necessarily was from God. And in 2019, I remember we actually both spent time praying about it. And I'll never forget when we came to the table to finally talk about it. I think it was the first time I've seen Carson nervous.
And I remember filling out a commitment card, and as it went by, my hand was literally shaking because I knew it cost us something.
Having God give you a number and then being able to give that gift was just it was an adrenaline rush. And when we were so excited after we were so nervous.
So in 2023, we had 3 boys that were 5, 3, and 1. And when people asked us if we were gonna have more kids, we were done.
The Lord totally spoke to me first and said, you are to have a 4th child. Nope, that is not my idea. I think we're good.
A couple weeks after that, the Lord spoke separately to me that we were to have a 4th child. And we knew wasn't our plan, but we said, okay, Lord, we're hearing from you, so let's go for it.
A couple months later, we were pregnant with our 4th child, sitting in an ultrasound room, hearing that
We had lost the baby, and because of some complications,
this weekend I would need an emergency hysterectomy.
And in the quiet, still moments of grieving, we questioned God. We said, God, did we hear you? We were supposed to have a 4th child, you so clearly spoke. And in the only way that God does, he said, yes, you heard me, but I didn't tell you how or when it was going to happen. And it was in that moment that we knew that the Lord would provide, as he always does. So a few weeks later, after Erin's hysterectomy, we started talking about adoption. And what a process was going to take 6 to 18 months went a lot faster.
We thought adoption was a lot, but it was double what we thought. We had no idea.
There goes our miracle offering. It just didn't seem possible that both were gonna happen.
We signed the adoption papers on a Saturday, and we didn't tell any of our family and friends. We just didn't have time that weekend.
On Monday, Erin's dad calls and said, hey, by the way, Grandpa Rod, passed away a few weeks ago. Your mom and I are going to bypass our portion of the inheritance and pass it on to you and your brother. It was almost the exact amount that we ended up spending on our daughter's adoption.
I think it was a couple weeks after that we realized that because this cost was taken care of, we would still be able to do our miracle offering that year.
Not only can we fund the adoption, we can also do our biggest miracle offering gift yet that the Lord had spoken to us earlier that year. Through all of our pain and all of the suffering, God still provided.
We matched right away. The timeline they told us was, we hope that you will be matched in 18 months. And from the first day we had our phone call till the day she was born was less than 100 days.
And our daughter, Maylee Jakara King, was born at 5 a.m. on August 9th, 2024.
She has just been the biggest joy.
Having a family of 3 active boys, she is the perfect balance to all of us.
We just can't even imagine our family without her. So she was born in August, and that October we gave our largest miracle offering ever. As we stepped into obedience time and time again, God continued to provide, and we continued to be able to do the things that he had called us to do that year.
If there's someone out there who's thinking about miracle offering and how to participate, my encouragement would be take one step forward and see what God does. This is not about us. This is about how we're blessed to be a blessing to others, and we get to play a part in God's story.